This is Sports The Recap. We're bringing you the latest from the world of local and international sports. A historic first for PSG as President Emmanuel Macron welcomed the club to the Élysée Palace after their UEFA Champions League final win over Inter Milan on Saturday. In the NBA, the Indiana Pacers are heading to their first finals in 25 years. They closed out the Knicks 4-2 in the Eastern Conference Finals and will now face the Oklahoma City Thunder with Game 1 tipping off Thursday. Over in Formula 1, Max Verstappen is just one penalty point away from race suspension after a collision with George Russell at the Spanish Grand Prix. He was hit with a 10-second penalty and now sits at 11 points. Meanwhile, McLaren's Oscar Piastri took the win and extended his lead in the standings. In football, Real Madrid's Thibaut Courtois is dealing with a back injury and will miss Belgium's next two World Cup qualifiers. Back in Lebanon, Ansar named Dragan Jovanovic as their new head coach. And in basketball, Riyadi announced that Elhudin Kikanovic is back and will replace Marin Maric in BCL Asia after Maric sustained an injury in Saturday's game against Beirut. On Tuesday, Riyadi faces Homentman while Antonine takes on Meiruba. Welcome to This Sports on This is Beirut. Today we're diving into a sport that's been quietly growing in Lebanon. For the first time ever, the country is hosting a full-season equestrian league. And it's not just the first for Lebanon, but it's also the first of its kind in the entire region. Joining us to talk more about this exciting new chapter is a national champion, coach, and the owner of the biggest equestrian facility in Lebanon, Joe Aboud. Joe, welcome to the show.
Hi, Hala. How are you?
So equestrian sport is clearly picking up momentum in Lebanon with more and more people showing interest. As a rider, coach and facility owner, can you give us a sense of where the sport really stands here in Lebanon today?
Actually, today it's growing a lot. We have a new federation. I'm talking about the show jumping, the sport of show jumping. It's changing because of, one, we have a new sponsor for the league. We have a new format. This year it's going to be something really new for all the riders, for all the equestrian family. I hope we will have a great year.
Joanne, just 2 months after the new elections at the Equestrian Federation, live broadcast,
yes.
And things are really changing really quickly with the live broadcast and the full season league. What's driving this progress? What has changed?
Today we have prize money. So every show, the club will have a small amount of money. And this will help all the small clubs to improve and to grow. And as riders, we have also a prize money right now and much more recognition as riders because we have a new format, we have the league, we have a new pointing system.
We're going to get into the prizes and the format in a bit. But Joe, you're also working closely with the federation this season. What's your role been so far?
My role is I'm the owner of the Baye Country Club. I organize a lot of shows. And I have a big facility, I have a big team. And also in the summer, I'm taking care of Fara, which is also one of the biggest facilities in Lebanon. It's an amazing international facility where you can host also international shows. And this is why I'm being really involved and I'm very motivated.
First of all, how did your journey start in the sport?
Oh, it's because of my father. My father was an ex-champion and it's somebody who gave a lot to the sport. And he's still a member of the federation. And I took this from my family. And then, then one day it was quite a surprise for me to get into the sport. I started like just by luck. I just came because I had no other choice. And this is how I started as a rider.
Joe, now one of the common criticisms of equestrian sports is that it feels exclusive, like a sport for the few.
Yes.
Can anyone join equestrian sports or try it out? And for someone who's never ridden before, what are the costs we're talking about?
Today, if you want to ride, it's not a big cost. Like people have this perception that it's a very expensive sport. Yes, if you want to do it at a high level, it is. But if you want to start and just enjoy the sport, you can take a lesson for $30 in a very nice facility. And you can ride as much as you want. You can limit your spending, and you can do it progressively. It's not only the rich who can access the sport.
And there's a common concern among people about the risks of this sport. Is it that risky?
It's a risky sport, yes. But at the end of the day, if you're riding in a good facility with good trainers, good horses, and a good management, the risks are minimized, if you want.
So are injuries that common, and how do you deal with such incidents at your facility? Because you deal with people of all ages, especially kids, right?
For sure, we have sometimes a bit of injuries. It's normal in any sport, even basketball. Sometimes you have injuries. But if I want to take it like in general, we're doing okay. I didn't have a big injury the last 10 years in my club. No.
And now, speaking of the league, again, this year, the registration is fully online.
Yes, it's online.
So this means that people can register from anywhere,
Yes.
even like Lebanese riders
Yes.
living abroad?
Yes, and it's really easy to use. The first maybe 2 weeks it was a bit different for us, but right now it's easy, and everybody's happy about it.
How big of a difference does that make?
The online registration, it's more serious for me. People now are not calling like a guy, you know, in the federation, and please, I'm a bit late, and now it's a bit more serious.
Now let's talk about the league. So it's the first of its kind,
Yes.
not just in Lebanon, but in the Middle East, right?
I think so. It's the first in the Middle East. It's something new. It's a new format. And I think this league, maybe the first year will be a bit hectic, but later you need to manage your horses. Today people are excited, they are riding in every show, but I think later it will give us more professionalism, if you want, as riders, to manage our horses and not just think about the pointing system.
But what's the format like? How does it work, and how can riders get involved?
The new format, you will have points as a rider, and you will also give points as a rider to your club. So at the end of the year, the club will have also a prize, and the riders. So today it's a bit, the riders are feeling more as a team, and they are giving points, you know, to the club, and yes.
Now let's talk about the prizes. What do winners get?
Today,
Is there any prizes?
Today we have a prize money. We're winning a little bit of money, but it's nice, it's motivating, and a cup, and the points. That's at the end of the year. You will have, I think, a big ceremony. It will be something new, something nice. And I don't know if we will have a prize money at the end of the year, but we will have for sure recognition as riders, and also recognition for your horse and for your team and your groom.
But is the league only for Lebanese nationals, or can foreign riders also join?
This is also nice. No foreign riders can join the league. We have French riders in Lebanon. We have riders from other Arab countries who are competing. Today, we have a lot of new Syrian riders that has a really nice level. They are competing today in the Lebanese league, and I'm sure those Syrian riders, they are young riders, very talented, with good horses. They will improve the level in Lebanon because they are putting a lot of competition for the other riders in other clubs.
So is it possible that the league's winner might not be Lebanese?
It's very possible, yes. Yes, why not?
But just to clarify, it's not. This does not apply to the Lebanese championship.
For sure not. The Lebanese championship is a different format. It's a 3 days event, and you can choose only one horse in this championship. And it's only for Lebanese people.
Yes. Now in the league, how many riders can join, and is the registration still open? And how many people have already registered?
Today we have more than 100 participants in the Lebanese league, and it's going to be more open because this summer the season will start in Faro, and I'm sure we will have a lot of foreign riders who will come and join the league.
Something unique about this sport is that men and women can equally compete.
True.
And that's something we rarely see.
True. And in Lebanon, most of the riders are girls. Yes, and I have very, very good riders who are riding in my club and also in different clubs who are competing at the highest level. Yes.
And Lebanon may be a small country, but we've been making our mark in the equestrian world. We have riders
True.
like Jad Al-Danna and Catherine Haddad competing and representing Lebanon in the international stage.
Today we have a lot of different riders. We have Jad Al-Danna, we have Roger Chamas, Tony Assaf, Miriam Heshme, who are competing, Georges Bitar and his kids. He has two good riders, his two daughters are really good riders. And what makes us special, Lebanese people, you know, they are always smart and they know how to really, they are charismatic. And I think many Lebanese riders, they had their marks in Europe because of their charisma and talent.
But how tough is the sport behind the scene, especially for those aiming for international championships?
To be honest, today, if you want to compete at an international level, you should move your horse and live abroad. Because we have one problem in Lebanon. We cannot, today, if I want to take my horses and compete, for example, in Dubai or in any country, I cannot travel. My horses are a bit stuck in the country. This is one. Two, I don't have enough competition in Lebanon, like to feel more the international level.
But do you think this is changing now with time?
It's going to change. It's going to change. One, the region is changing, and I don't want to talk politics here, but I hope that everything will change. And what I can see in Lebanon is that the equestrian community is spending much more money today. And in this sport, at high level, because we're talking about it, at high level, you need money to compete at the international level. You need money, talent, and time.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now we're heading into the summer season. What are your plans for the season aside from the league? Are there any activities that you're planning, especially now that many visitors and expats are coming to Lebanon?
You mean as a rider?
As a rider or as a facility owner?
As a facility owner, I'm going to organize the shows with the federation at Faqra, and I think we're going to do something really big, really nice, something really new. We have like one event this year, it's ride and drive, so we're going to ride a horse, and then we're going to get down the horse and we're going to go ride another car, and it's going to be really fun, and we're going to have an amazing show at Faqra.
And looking ahead, what are your big picture goals for equestrian sports in Lebanon? I mean, I've heard there's talks about hosting an Arab Championship in Lebanon soon.
I hope so. I hope so. We're not there yet, but why not? Why not? We have everything to do it. We have everything to do it. Yes.
Joe, that's a wrap. Thank you so much for joining us
and
for everything you're doing to grow the sport in Lebanon.
Thank you for hosting me, and thank you for everything. Thank you.
Up next, there's an inspiring story of a cancer survivor who defied all odds to become a football referee and fitness trainer. You don't want to miss it. Not every influencer becomes a social media sensation by sharing parts of their life, fashion tips, or beauty content. Some gain their influence from turning adversities into inspiring stories. Periza Nasser is a cancer survivor who overcame the possibility of losing her leg, defied all odds to become a football referee and a physical trainer. Let's meet Periza and hear the story straight from her. Periza, from battling cancer to becoming a football referee and physical trainer, tell us more about your journey.
بعمر صغير كان عندي عملوا لي دياغنوستيك برابدوميوساركوم، هي كانسر بعضل الاجر البلفس ولفت لاج. عملت شيميو وهيك، واخر العلاج اضطروا يشيلوا لي شقفه من النار والمصل تبع اجري الشمال، وتوقعوا لي انه ما امشي، واذا مشيت ما رح امشي بشكل طبيعي. وخلصت علاج على هيدا الاساس، بس الحمد لله رجعت باصراري وعدم تقبلي بهيدا الشيء، قمت وقفت على اجري ومشيت بشكل طبيعي، مش بس مشيت انه ركضت. مثل ما ينعرف انه كل شيء ممنوع مرغوب، والممنوع قالوا لي ممنوع اعمل ولا جهد جسدي كرمال اجري الوضع. هيدا اللي حفزني انه بدي فوت بهذا المجال، خصوصا نقد مجال الفوتبول لانه كل شيء بالاجر، وهيدا المانعين اللي اعمله. لهيك بلشت مسيرتي بعمر صغير كلاعبة فوتبول.
And what inspired you to become a football referee?
مجال التحكيم هو مجال تحدي، وأنا شخص بحب التحدي. كل شيء جديد أنا بحبه، كل شيء more challenging أنا بحبه. لقيت هذا المجال اللي بيخليني تو انسباير أكثر العالم، خصوصاً بالفوتبول، خصوصاً المجال البنات بهذا الفيلد.
And what's your goal? Do you think there's a future in this field for you?
مجال الرياضة واسعة، مجال الفوتبول أوسع. بحب أصير ماتش كوميشن، شيء كمان مجال جديد لإلي. كمان بدها تحديات ككوني بنت بهيدا المجال فيك تقول عالم شوي ذكوري.
Belisa, what's your message to every young girl that's watching this interview and share a similar dream?
بقول للبنات اللي عم يعيشوا نفس التحديات، أو كبنت برياضة أو كانسر بيشنت، بقول لها إنه أول شيء ما تستسلمي أبداً. ده الإيمان بالله كبير وما في شيء مستحيل.